हेलो एवरीवन, माई सेल्फ निकिता फ्रॉम कनाडा स्टोरीज। होप आप सब अच्छे होंगे, हेल्दी होंगे। In this video, we would be discussing the various types of expenses which a new immigrant has to incur, their approximate cost, and we also target to compare those expenses with minimum wages. Also, we would be sharing some tips how you can save on those expenses throughout this video. So please stay tuned. So now let's start with types of expenses. We have divided the types of expenses into two categories. One is one-time expenses which you would be incurring to settle down in the new country, and another would be the recurring expenses which you need to incur on monthly basis. Let's start with what all are included in one-time expenses, or you can say your initial month's expenses. So I would say on first on my list is the security component of the rent, which is generally 50% of your monthly rent. Second, I would say is the furniture, like a mattress, bed, pillows, quilts, if you don't get it from your home country, sofa, table. These kind of stuffs are very necessary when you move to your new apartment. Buy these furniture items from various stores, local stores, and also from IKEA. When we arrived, it was COVID situation and everything was closed, so then we have to rely on online stores. So we have purchased these items from websites like Structube, Wayfair, kind of these websites. Next on our list on one-time expenses, electrical items. So it is advisable that you should avoid bringing electrical appliances and equipment from your home country, as in Canada we have different voltage systems. So the initial appliances which are necessary for a new immigrant would be like mixer, grinder, iron, hair related accessories, hair dryer, hair straightener. And also if you have a kid, I would say LCD is an important thing that you should consider buying for your child. The last item in one-time expenses category is winter jackets and winter accessories like shoes, scarves and mufflers, and this is applicable if you are coming in winter season. Otherwise this cost can be pushed to the later months when winters will arrive. So in our case, we haven't spent any amount on winter jackets as we arrived in the month of March. Now let's move to another type of expenses, which is the recurring expense. So the major component of your monthly expense is the rent. In addition to rent, landlord would also require you to have the tenant insurance. So rent and tenant insurance would be related to your apartments and accommodation. Next is the grocery expenses. Then there would be internet and cable expenses, which is a monthly cost. Then you would be having the mobile connection expenses. After that there would be public transport cost, so the conveyance expense would be there. And lastly, your grooming expenses.
So let's summarize what all are the types of expenses.
How much gonna be your one-time expenses.
In this video, we will discuss the average cost for a couple. So first on the list is security deposit. We have considered an approximate rent for one bedroom accommodation in Halifax for $1,100. So the security deposit amount would be 50% of the rent, that is $550. Average cost for the bed, mattress and pillow would be $660. Tip for saving here is that you can buy furniture from IKEA, which has pretty good price range and decent quality products. Otherwise, you can visit websites like Structube and Wayfair. The cost of the products on these websites are comparatively higher. If you are interested in buying second-hand or used furniture, you can find that on Facebook Marketplace or Kijiji. Next is sofa and table. Average cost would be around $500, but this cost can be avoided as per family preference. Another expense could be LCD cost. In Canada, electrical equipments are comparatively cheaper and you can get a 42 inches LCD in the range of around $300. This cost can be avoided if you are a couple and have your laptops, but if you have a child, then buying a LCD would be a must. Cost of IPTV connection for the LCD is another one-time cost. IPTV box would cost you around $100. Next on the list is security deposit for Wi-Fi connection. We had to pay the security deposit for Wi-Fi since when we arrived in Canada, we did not get SIN immediately because of this pandemic. And in the absence of SIN and credit score, we had to pay security deposit of $300. You can avoid this if you have already your SIN, and you can negotiate with service provider for this waiver. Next is Wi-Fi installation fees. Every Wi-Fi service provider do charge the installation fees for a new connection. Tip for saving here is that you can be waived off by service provider on request of the users. Most of the people are not aware about this and they end up paying this amount. We requested for the waiver and they agreed immediately. Then comes winter accessories. The average cost for winter jacket and shoes for a couple would be around $800. But if you're carrying a good quality jacket from your home country, or if you're coming in summers, this cost can be avoided initially. The last on the list is few electrical and kitchen appliances like mixer, grinder, iron, hair dryer and straightener. Average cost for these could be around $250. In total, the approximate one-time expense that you can expect would be around $3,520 for a couple.
Now we have covered the one-time expenses and you have get the fair idea what could be your cost. Now let's move to your monthly expenses.
Now let's discuss the average cost of recurring expense for a couple. First and the major part of your monthly expense would be the rent. We have considered an average rent of $1,100 for one bedroom in Halifax. This rent cost is inclusive of heat, water and hot water. You can refer our video on accommodation in Canada for insights about rental expenses in Halifax. I will also share the link. Next on the list is hydro, that is electricity. Average monthly cost for electricity is around $50. I'll share a tip to save the hydro cost. So in Canada, rate of electricity cost is half between 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. during weekdays and full day on weekends. So if you will use your laundry between this time, you can save on your cost. Also, the cost of electricity would be $20 or $30 higher if you will use your dishwasher. So if you use these tips and avoid using dishwasher and use laundry during that time, you can limit your electricity cost up to $50 per month. Now let's discuss grocery expense. So the grocery expense depends upon the eating habits of the couple, as in whether they are vegetarian or non-vegetarian, or you would like to have home cooked food or a packaged or frozen foods. Average monthly grocery expense for a couple would be around $700. To save on your grocery expense, you can visit Costco. This is comparatively economical as compared to other grocery outlets like Walmart, Atlantic Stores, Sobeys, No Frills. Also, the price of grocery products varies in each of these stores. So you have to analyze as in which store has low price for a particular thing, and then you can buy that particular thing from that respective store. Next cost would be the Wi-Fi expenses. Average cost would be around $70 for a Wi-Fi with a decent speed. For an IPTV connection, monthly cost would be around $10 per month. Next expense on the list is mobile connection. Average monthly expense for a couple is $100, which is $50 per connection. During the pandemic situation, as you are working from home, most of the time and you would be using Wi-Fi instead of mobile data, you can get a plan of with a low data and you can save few dollars there. Let's see how much is going to be the grooming cost. Average monthly cost for a couple is around $100. A tip to save here is that you can order an epilator for waxing or trimmer for cutting and shaving to save this cost. Next monthly expense would be the tenant insurance. In Canada, it is mandatory to take the tenant insurance. Amount of tenant insurance depends on the company with whom you are taking the insurance, and that will depend on the value of items which are covered under insurance. In Halifax, we got the best price from Zipshaw. Our monthly expense for tenant insurance is $15. Last on the list is transportation cost. Since you would be relying on the public transport during the initial months, and this is the mandatory expense that needs to be incurred. In Halifax, you can get a monthly pass for $82 per person. So the expense for the couple would be $164. During this pandemic situation, since we are working from home and use of public transports are free currently, we have not incurred this expense. In total, your approximate recurring monthly expense would be around $2,309.
Let's move to the exciting part of the video. Is it possible to survive with minimum wages in Canada? And can you even save while earning the minimum wages? Before we compare the expenses with minimum wages, let's understand what is minimum wage. So minimum wage is the amount which every employer has to pay to their employees, even if you are doing any survival jobs. Different provinces in Canada have different minimum wages rate. So if I have to talk about Nova Scotia rate is 12.55, whereas for Ontario the rate is $14 per hour, and for British Columbia it is $14.6 per hour. Now let's see what will be your minimum monthly income even if you are doing a survival job, and then we will compare that minimum income with your monthly expenses, that is the recurring expenses, and we will see whether it is possible to survive and even save with that income.
Minimum wage rate in Nova Scotia is $12.55 per hour. You would be working for 40 hours per week. So the weekly gross income would be $502 for 4 weeks in the month. Monthly gross income would be $2,008 per person, and for a couple it would be $4,016. From this income, there would be some mandatory deductions such as taxes and employment insurance. So with the minimum wage, the monthly income in hand, basically in hand salary after deducting taxes and other deductions, it would be $3,300 for a couple. And now we compare with the recurring expense. So the approximate monthly expense for a couple is around $2,309. And so the savings would be of $991. So even if you earn minimum wage, you won't just be able to cover the monthly expenses, but you will end up saving this amount each month.
In this video, we have compared the minimum wages with the basic expenses, and as you can see, we can even save with that income if you spend it wisely. So when you get a job of your skill set and related to your experience, obviously income would increase and you would be in a better position to have a better lifestyle, and also your savings would definitely increase. My best wishes are with you, and if you find this video useful and informative, then please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.